Welcome back, everyone. Toy Shiz here, and we are back yet again for another McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse news update. We have a ton of stuff to talk about. For those of you that thought, oh man, Toy Fair told us that Mattel's taken the license, boo-hoo. Well, we've heard it all too ad nauseum, but we have a solid year left of products from McFarlane Toys and the DC Multiverse, and I'm one of those where it's basically the Titanic, baby. I'm in it to win it. I'm playing my violin as it all goes down. So I'm here till the very end. This is going to be a blast because they're really bringing a lot of great figures, which a lot of it I go, where was this like a few years ago? Come on now. But Toy Fair had lots of stuff. So during this video, we'll kind of do some course correcting. I got some info that has changed, we'll just say, but not to worry. We got lots and lots to talk about. This is going to be fun. So it all comes from the McFarlane Toys show. This was episode 3. And of course, AJ and Claudio took us through it all. At the Toy Fair booth, they of course showed off Mortal Kombat figures. You weren't allowed to take photos. I know Todd McFarlane did his video and you kind of, oh, we could take video, that kind of thing. And they showed off some stuff. They look great. If you're a classic Mortal Kombat collector fan, these toys should be right up your alley. The Ninja Turtles, now I'm just going to say, because it's just been bugging me, right? They're doing the IDW stuff. So the Loyal Subjects no longer has it. McFarlane Toys has the license. When they did this thing where they showed off this IGN Fan Fest, whatever, the renders that they showed were terrible. And everybody who saw them agreed. They're like, oh man. And plus, it's the whole stigma of like more Ninja Turtles, right? Well, again, much like the Mortal Kombat stuff, they could not show and we couldn't take photos of the Ninja Turtles at Toy Fair. I will tell you honestly, they look so much better in person, rendered out as an actual action figure with a wash, with paint, that I felt like saying, why wouldn't you show this? Why would you show these terrible renders and get the public going, already against you, instead of showing these pretty awesome action figures? I have to say, if you're a fan of IDW, they're going to have swap out hands and feet and weapons, and they're going to do Bebop and Rocksteady and all that. It is a lot of stuff coming for it, but then they kicked it off with just like, here's this terrible image. So all I'm going to say, and I'm not trying to talk it up because, yes, it's Ninja Turtles to ad nauseum, but they're actually onto something here if you're a fan of IDW. So just be prepared. All of this stuff, you'll probably see a lot more coming soon throughout this year, and then up until summer, we should start seeing, hopefully, them on shelves around that time. Coming to Walmart CollectorCon, you're going to be getting the exclusive, Walmart exclusive Berserker figure. This is the Keanu Reeves property. I've gotten to see some things. They're interesting. They're going to have a big old box. It's filled with weapons and extra head portraits and hands. And if you're a fan of this kind of action figure and guns galore, yes, I think the Walmart CollectorCon's Berserker figure will be right up your alley. Then we also got to look at some upcoming Marvel, I'm just calling them Marvel famous covers because they don't have a name, but you have the smaller versions, you got the larger versions. These are the smaller figures, which actually go well with Marvel Legends, 6-inch, that kind of jazz. But we're getting the Punisher, and that one looks fantastic, and I might have to get that one because that's just rad. I love the Punisher. So yeah, I think that looks really cool. I love that it says introducing damage, right? Just like the cover that he hails from. The next one will be Spider-Man from issue 223. He's going up against Dr. Octopus. It's going to be, again, cardboard. You got plastic Doc Ock tentacle coming out, Spider-Man jumping. Looks pretty interesting. This one, it's cool, but the Punisher is where it's at for me. But I know you guys all came here for DC Multiverse, so let's jump right into it. First and foremost, and this is amazing, we are going to be getting from Batman Forever Final Suit Riddler. Jim Carrey with the wild hair and the suit with the question marks, which this suit has question marks all over it. He even has the cane with the skull on it, and You could push a button and it blows the whole place sky high. Yeah, wouldn't that be great, right? But it's just accurate. That's what I'm looking forward to, and that is awesome. So this is the right track right here for Batman Forever. Like I said, you got a year. Ah, man, let's get a Dr. Chase Meridian. How great would that be if this Riddler came with like his busted head skull? Remember when he gets all the information sucked back out of his head? He's talking with Batman. He just looks like a miserable old man. Just say it. That would be a fun one. But this one is coming spring 2025, as is a new McFarlane Collector's Edition dual pack featuring Killer Croc. Killer Croc has been revamped, redesigned, because it's based off the Arkham body, which I literally just got, but I'm very happy to get more comic book inspired Killer Croc. I like this green a whole lot better. Yes, the pants, I wish they would have eschewed the Jimbo Jones cord belts, that kind of thing. But yeah, this is what I think about more with Killer Croc. Not to say the Arkham one doesn't work for comic book stuff, but he's got the neck piece and everything else. This is more up my alley. And his box mate, we'll just say, will be the return of the Grim Knight. So he should have all the necessary parts and pieces. Fingers crossed. He does have guns and the backpack, which you can clearly see. So it'd be really odd if he didn't have the rest of his weapons, just saying. But look for more details on this. And they actually said this should be hitting store shelves like anytime. And when they say this, I expect it to be found sometime tomorrow late afternoon, because that's usually what happens. So Killer Croc versus the Grim Knight coming soon. Next up, it's not a secret. People have already started finding these in Walmarts and some Targets, but we are going to be getting the digital collector's edition line, that whole deal. It's the same thing, DC Multiverse. But we're getting classic Dr. Fate. He looks fantastic. And just as an FYI, there is a platinum. It's a darker colored Dr. Fate. I'm sure you've already seen the images online from overseas and people finding them in the stores and whatnot. So these go up for pre-order April 11th, unless you're one of the lucky ones that you find them in stores. They're hitting very lightly. That's the thing. It's not just like, oh man, they're stacked at the store. It's like, yeah, they're kind of trickling in, as with Two-Face. Now, this is like more of a Silver Age Two-Face. This looks stellar. This is a very cool Two-Face. I do wish that they had more of the pinstripe look where they actually painted that on and whatnot. I like this look for Two-Face. I think they did a great job here. He also has a platinum. It's more Batman the Animated Series, so black and white. Just think of it that way. So yeah, that's looking pretty darn cool. Very excited for Two-Face, Dr. Fate, Two-Face, and the Superman, the one that everybody's going to want, the Silver Age Superman. All go up for pre-order April 11th, unless you just happen to find them in Walmarts and Targets now. So moving on, as we saw at Toy Fair, Jim Gordon is getting his action figure. They went into a little bit more detail here. This is going to be a Walmart exclusive. This is year one Jim Gordon, which is awesome. Very happy to have an integral character like Police Commissioner James Gordon, you would think. No brainer. The only problem that I have with this is that his tie isn't all the way painted. It's of course, right? It's right in the middle. Once you see it, somebody pointed it out to me. Now I can't unsee it, but they didn't paint the rest of the tie that goes into his shirt, the collar, right? So it's always something. Curious to see what kind of accessories he will come with. Hopefully a gun, right? That would be something that Jim Gordon would benefit from when hunting year one Batman. So that looks rad. I love the cowl. I love the darker gray with the black. Looks phenomenal. He's got the oversized Batarang, but he does have a wired cape. I'm all in on these two. Well, the last couple, we'll just say. But yeah, so far it's been like, yeah, I'll get that. Oh my God, one after another. See, with a year left, now there's no brakes. There's no brakes left on this train. We're going full blown into the wall, crashing down. I'm here for it. This is going to be exciting. To kind of clear up some things from Toy Fair, previously I had said this will be the third figure in the upcoming Deadshot Collector's Edition wave with Adam Strange, that whole deal. That is not true. So dismiss that. My bad. It was just told to me and wires got crossed, we'll just say. But just as an FYI, no. Hawk Girl, and this is Kendra Saunders. I will take the blame for that because I said Shira Hall. I'm just used to Shira Hall. I'm not too familiar with Kendra Saunders, but you get the idea. This is the Kendra Saunders version of Hawk Girl. She will be coming around summer 2025 amidst another collector's edition wave. So stay tuned for that. She has her mace, her nth metal mace. If it's not nth metal with Kendra, that's what I know with Shira Hall. I wish it was Shire Hall, to be honest with you, but she's got these big, huge reused wings, but they're appropriate and they look good. I'm not complaining because overall, pretty stoked. Now, she is probably going to be a little bit taller, much like the other females of the line. It is what it is at this point, but you can't disagree that, yeah, it's a pretty good looking Hawk Girl. So again, summer 2025 in and around that time. More details coming soon. For you Batman versus Superman fanatics out there, we're going to be getting a Jeremy Irons Alfred. This one doesn't do anything for me. So for those of you out there that are like, yes, I'm very happy for you. Also, it's been kind of leaked and it did go up on Amazon. So all's fair, right? So we'll just talk about it. There is a Batman versus Superman Batmobile coming. There's going to be a lot of great stuff with it that a lot of those fans will definitely appreciate, right? For the various looks, okay? Stuff like that. And yeah, this Jeremy Irons will go nicely with that Batmobile whenever it comes about. But there's something coming. Amazon doesn't just make up listings, I'm just saying. But Amazon kind of leaked it a little bit early, we'll just say. But there's a lot of cool stuff still coming. A lot of stuff. Like a lot of big stuff, we'll just say. So get your collector's rooms ready. That's all I'm going to say. There's a lot of stuff coming. Now, to round it out, and this is probably my biggest, what in the actual heck is this? But I love it because it's just so friggin' weird. Yeah, we have Cowboy Batman. For those of you that have been clamoring for Cowboy Batman, here you go. No further details on old Cowboy Batman just yet, but rest assured, Cowboy Batman is a-coming. He has his duster and his... God, what? That's what makes it fun. You gotta have fun with this stuff. Doesn't always have to be so serious, but come on. Cowboy Batman, who doesn't want that? Who knows? So that's going to wrap it up for my quick look at all the new reveals from the McFarlane Toy Show Episode 3. It was a lot of fun. I think people had a lot of fun with it. I myself will be getting the majority of these, which is always fun. Like I said, going down with the ship. The violin is playing. However long we got left, it's going to be a blast, and I hope you all join me on that adventure until the end. And with that, have a fantastic rest of your evening. Talk to you guys soon. Adios.